TSMC has been on a mission to dominate the semiconductor industry by building or expanding fabrication plants around the world. But are these efforts really paying off? Don't miss out on the shocking truth about TSMC's costly global expansion. Tune in now. New TSMC fabrication plants in US and Japan to begin production by year-end. DigiTimes recently reported that both of TSMC's new fabrication factories, one in the United States and one in Japan, are on track to begin production by the year's end. TSMC is apparently in the midst of price and order negotiations with potential clients for these facilities. Those in the know claim that the OEM quotes for clients at TSMC's US facilities are more than they would be in other countries. The 45nm chips made in TSMC's US factory are 20% to 30% more expensive than their Taiwanese counterparts. Wafers manufactured in the United States will cost TSMC's American clients about 30% extra. Even though the Japanese plant is turning out chips utilizing the mature 22-28nm technology, you may expect to pay 10% to 15% more. Challenges for American chip design companies. If you are an American chip design company, you might not be happy about the higher cost of wafers produced in TSMC's US factory. This could negatively impact the volume of orders you receive and weaken the competitive advantage of both TSMC's US and Japanese plants. To counter this, TSMC's US factory is expected to focus on producing less price-sensitive chips, enabling the company to pass on additional costs to customers without sacrificing its competitive position. Fortunately, this situation is better for TSMC's Japanese factory, as negotiations with local customers have gone smoothly thanks to the government providing more support policies. TSMC quiet on price concerns amid reports of higher US production costs. TSMC has declined to address the price concerns and market rumors that have surfaced due to recent news coverage. During the company's Q4 2022 legal briefing and Q1 2023 conference call, however, TSMC's chief financial officer did admit that the cost of their US production is now 4 to 5 times more than their Taiwan facility due to labor and local expenditures. However, TSMC will not rest until its international businesses achieve a gross profit margin of at least 25%. The company emphasized that the value of TSMC, such as the ability to operate in different locations and take advantage of economies of scale to reduce expenses, will be leveraged to manage and minimize the cost difference despite the higher initial cost of constructing overseas fabs. TSMC plans to work with governments to offset overseas fab costs. If you're interested in TSMC's overseas fabs, you'll be glad to know that the company plans to work closely with different countries' governments to get their support and offset the higher costs. The founder of TSMC previously predicted that the manufacturing costs of their US fab would be more favorable than those in Taiwan, but around 50% higher when accounting for the US government support. Tesla and Apple among top customers for TSMC's overseas fabs. While the final cost of producing chips at TSMC's US factory may not be significantly higher when accounting for cash grants and tax breaks, it's expected to still be up to 30% more expensive. In 2022, 6 out of TSMC's top 7 customers were American companies, and Tesla's new FSD chip will also be produced by TSMC, which could make Tesla one of TSMC's top customers this year. To maintain its 53% gross margin target, TSMC must pass on the additional cost of running its fabs in the US and Japan to its customers. Apple CEO Tim Cook has expressed concerns about relying on Taiwan for 60% of the world's processor supply, and the company plans to use chips made at TSMC's Arizona fab in the future. Challenges for TSMC's overseas fabs, higher costs, and customer concerns. The first challenge is that, despite subsidies like financial grants and tax exemptions, TSMC's fabs in the US and Japan incur extra expenses that might drive the final product price of some products up by 20 to 30%. Independent research from 2022 indicates that Apple was TSMC's most lucrative client, contributing 25.4% of the company's total revenue. One of TSMC's biggest clients, Tesla, is having its new FSD chip manufactured by the company. To keep its gross margin objective of 53%, TSMC may have to pass the expenses on to consumers. As a result, some clients are thinking about shifting specific orders to Samsung or Intel foundries to save prices. TSMC's Arizona fab to supply most of Apple's products. Wafers from TSMC's Arizona facility will be used to produce the vast majority of Apple's products, as detailed in the second communication, and both AMD and Qualcomm are mulling over the possibility of employing chips made there. Thanks to the substantial financial assistance from the Japanese government, TSMC is also trying to increase its customer base. However, TSMC may need to boost client pricing because of more extraordinary production expenses at its US facility than Japanese factories. Several customers are considering splitting their orders between TSMC and Samsung or Intel foundries to keep prices down. Foundry services from TSMC range in price from client to client, with Apple receiving a 20 to 30% reduction owing to their tight collaboration on technical developments. To account for geopolitical variables and client needs for regional supply chains, TSMC may need to increase pricing. Nonetheless, TSMC is committed to continuing to be an industry leader in innovation. And that completes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed learning the incredible updates of TSMC's global expansion. Which of them are you most excited about? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Tech Bros for more content such as this.